It might sound crazy, but there's just too many voices in my head that's telling me to do another thing, another thing, another thing. When I focus on one thing and then something is telling me that if you don't finish this, you're gonna die. I don't think there's enough people saying how tough it is to balance work and studies and life after work, life after studies. Every time a semester ends and I look at my grades and look at my GPA constantly decreasing, I tell myself that, oh yeah, I'm gonna do better the next sem. And Alhamdulillah, my last 2 sems I did do better every sem, but then like there's always room for improvement, right? But I can't seem to reach that room. That room is just locked away, I feel. I know it's valid to feel overwhelmed, but at the end of the day, it's night. At the end of the day, I signed up for this. It's me who has to sort things out. But then, coming into these New Year's, I've told myself that I need to learn how to be nicer to myself. Like, I need to start complimenting myself instead of trying to fish it out from someone that I look up to. I need to tell myself that it's crazy to balance work, especially for someone who's working in this industry where everything is just keeping me on my toes, man, and putting my hours in the hours that I should be putting school. Yeah, like I need to give a pat on my back. It's what I signed up for, obviously, but is it valid that I crash out every now and then because I can't seem to reach the deadlines? Of course, but again, the words in my head saying, you signed up for this, back then when I was working for corporates and whatnot, big companies, small companies, whatever position I was in last time, I always had this feeling of like, okay, I have to work, I have to achieve something in order to be deserving of more. I have to study, I have to get into uni so that I can get paid more, and I'm very thankful to be able to have that before this. At least I know what it feels like to chase for that corporate ladder, as much as I don't actually love it, but I had a taste of that. And Alhamdulillah, in this job currently I'm in, I'm so thankful, I'm so grateful that I no longer have the need, or like I no longer, like those words, those thoughts that I had previously is no longer in my mind right now. Because of that, I don't see this work as work. I mean, sometimes it does get to me, and I just want to quit, walk away from this. 9 times out of 10, I'm just happy, I'm grateful, I'm happier here. It's been so long since I've had those thoughts, like having to, I need to study so that I get like a higher pay kind of thing. Maybe it's just being too comfortable that makes you go, hey, do I have to take a step back? Do I miss that corporate life? Do I miss climbing that ladder? Is it okay to feel that I miss that kind of rush? When you are too comfortable in a position, you just feel that it's just too good to be true. And I know that the answer to that Islamically is to honestly just be grateful and be thankful, and always remind yourself that this can be gone in seconds. Tomorrow I wake up, it's probably not going to be there anymore. Sometimes I miss the rush. The other day I went for a client's recording, and I was just waiting at the front desk, just sitting with a guy opposite me who's waiting for an interviewer to come and get him. For a split second, I kind of miss that rush of waiting for my turn, or like doing interviews, because there was a point in time where all I did was going for interviews. That kind of rush, that kind of like anxiety. I don't have that anymore, and I'm so grateful and I'm so thankful for that. But sometimes when you're so stuck in a position, or you're so stuck in a space, you want something that you are familiar with. You want something that makes you feel something else. You can only ponder or miss the things that you've been through. Obviously, if you have never been through something, you're not gonna miss it. Like, you don't know how it feels. I think I'm missing that anxious feeling. I'm missing that rush of not knowing the future. And that's why I'm missing the fact that I used to go for interviews, and those were the days that gave me the anxious feeling. I just needed to let myself know that, number one, it's crazy to be balancing everything that I'm balancing right now. Number two is be grateful, be thankful every single time, every single day. That has helped me go through, or like get over a lot of things. God knows, despite missing the things that you are familiar with, understand that you miss that only because you are familiar with that. You won't know what the future holds, and you don't know that there are other things that's gonna make you hungry for more, be more anxious than just interviews. I think I've always been that firm believer of be excited for the future, because you have literally no idea what's gonna happen the next minute, the next hour, the next day, next week. And yeah, just be excited. Isn't that fun? Instead of being scared. I think I need to divert that energy of, instead of looking back at what was familiar to me, I should look forward to what's mysterious to me. I don't know. It sounds nice and exciting, actually. And this video itself is just me having to talk it out, and not writing, and not putting everything in my clouded brain, not typing. Usually I do that. I journal a lot, but sometimes you need to say it out loud. I mean, sometimes there's no one for you to like really talk to, but you just need to macam berbual, say it out loud. So, maybe this video is like all over and doesn't make sense for some, but it makes sense for me. Thanks for listening, guys.